By late April, most of us have mentally packed away the winter coats. We expect mild mornings, blooming trees, and an easy glide towards summer. But the National Weather Service just issued a fresh wave of alerts that completely ignore the calendar, swapping out spring forecasts for winter storm warnings. We are looking at a massive system that is currently splitting the United States right down the middle, triggering radically different weather events on either side. On one side of the map, half the country is staring down more than 2 feet of snow. On the other, communities are bracing for 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts and potential tornadoes. Late April is rarely a peaceful handoff between seasons. Right now, it is an active collision between a lingering winter and an aggressive summer. Look at Colorado. Down in the Pueblo area, the forecast reads like a deep winter remix, complete with dropping temperatures and freezing drizzle. You get this jarring visual split. Lower elevations have transitioned into spring, but behind those blooming trees, heavy accumulation is piling up on the peaks. The snow levels are hovering firmly between 8,000 and 10,000 feet, and dipping even lower when the heavier bursts roll through. This topographical map shows forecast data from SnowBrains. The central ranges will see 5 to 15 inches, but zooming into the southern San Juan Mountains, totals spike, pushing well past 2 feet of snow by early next week. For the few ski resorts still open, places like Arapahoe Basin, Loveland, and Copper Mountain, it means an unexpected influx of late-season powder. But for everyone else, it's a massive hazard. With totals burying cars and roads, the Monday morning commute is shaping up to be exceptionally dangerous. The sheer elevation of the Rockies effectively traps that incoming moisture, freezing it and dropping it back down on a population that thought winter was over. If you leave the mountains and head east into the Central Plains, the freezing temperatures vanish, but the atmospheric threats actually escalate. AccuWeather tracks a severe system across the middle of the country. Thunderstorms could produce large hail, 55-mile-per-hour winds, and potential tornadoes. This map tracks the system's projected path. Starting in Texas, the main risk zone pushes rapidly northeast by Tuesday, April 28th, cutting through the Ohio Valley and eventually expanding to blanket the Great Lakes region. Alongside wind and hail, this system carries massive amounts of water. It sounds like relief for drought-strained areas until you see the rate it's falling. Dumping a high volume of rain over extremely dry soil means the ground cannot absorb it. The water pools, creating an immediate flash flood risk. The thermal energy advancing from the south transforms standard spring rain into a destructive kinetic force, fueling high-energy bursts across the plains. The map of the continental United States shows a deep freeze locked over the Rockies, while violent radar signatures light up the plains to the east. It is an atmospheric tug-of-war. Neither the departing winter nor the arriving summer is willing to concede the territory. The spring transition is rarely a gentle ramp. It is a volatile battleground where competing air masses collide for control of the atmosphere. For anyone living in these zones, relying on the calendar is a mistake. You have to prepare for the specific hazards currently above your head. To navigate April, Americans have to be physically ready to dig out the snow chains and review their tornado protocols on the exact same day.